Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Ify Mbagwu here. So how was your weekend? I hope you all had an amazing weekend. I know I did. Spent it with my family. And hey babe. Hi, thanks for joining me, girls. Thanks for joining me. How was your weekend? Let me know in the comment section. Okay? As for me, Tolasha, I saw you a couple of days ago going to the gym. Well done. We all need to keep fit. Anyway, I'm on here today because I want to share something. Basically, I want to share, you can learn from different people. Sometimes you have mentors, you have people you look up to, you have people that are actually where you want to go to. There are different ways to learn. Sometimes you actually admire someone and you don't have access to the person, and the only way you can do that is by reading books and listening to audios. But today I'm actually going to talk about something entirely different. Awesome. I'm going to talk about babies today. Forget that they are babies. You can learn one very important stuff from babies, and I'm going to tell you a story about me and my daughter. I have a baby girl now, and she loves being around me so much that she just wants to sense me around, and she wants me to carry her all the time. Sometimes I'm like, Olana, mommy needs to do other stuff, mommy needs to do this. Can't you just stay on your own? But at the same time, I love being with my daughter and everything. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to get her to become independent, because she's growing up. I'm trying to get her independent. And how I'm doing that is that I want her to start crawling. As a mom, I know, because I already have 2 boys and they've passed this stage. And I know that this stage, I need to let her have some sort of room whereby she can also develop like her brothers did. She's about to start crawling. She doesn't want to crawl. Guess what happens? I put her on the floor. Look at her. She's here. She's laughing. I put her on the floor, because there's no way babies, they need their tummy time in order to crawl. But the moment her tummy is touching the floor, this girl is screaming. Olana is screaming. She's screaming now. She's screaming. She's like, get me up. I don't want to be on this floor. Mommy, I just immediately, I don't even want my tummy to touch. I should carry her, But I'm her mom. I know that there's no way Olana is going to learn how to crawl if I keep carrying her. That I have to kind of give her a little bit of room. I have to put her on the floor. I have to make her get uncomfortable, I have to let her struggle to understand that in order to crawl. I know, Naya is crazy. The girl, she doesn't want to be on her tummy. I know that I have to let her to be on the floor so that she can struggle. And if it gets so uncomfortable that she doesn't want to lie on the floor again, she has to move. And guess what has happened over the past 2 days? I just had to be strong enough to close my ear to her crying, because usually once she starts crying, I carry her because I can't take it. I don't know what's wrong with me, I don't know if with my 3rd child I became very mushy, But anyway, that's not the point. The point is that you can learn a lesson from this, For the past 2 days, I've been letting her stay on her tummy, even though she cries initially. And what has happened is that she has started kind of crawling. Although she's crawling backwards. But she's now doing something she wasn't doing a couple of days ago. She's improving, she's progressing. So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that this is a lesson that we can learn from babies. And you can apply that in your life. You can also apply that in your business. How? If you get to understand, thanks for joining me. If you get to understand that if you start a business today, you're going to go through some basic problems. You're going to go through some maybe fitting problems. You're going to come across certain challenges at the initial stage that might get so uncomfortable and get so painful that you might be screaming and like, I can't do this, this is too much. You know, I can't take this, I want to quit. You know, the initial stage. Yes, Olana, I'm doing tatafu on you. You know, you might be screaming and like you can't take it anymore because you might come across roadblocks, challenges that you think you can handle. But just like the baby, just like my girl was screaming that I should take her up, and me being her mom, I already know that I needed to leave her there to be uncomfortable, to have whatever pain she's feeling, because I know that that is the only way she will get to crawl. Because I can decide to pick her up and carry her, but that won't help her. I have to leave her there for a little bit so that she can get uncomfortable, and it's going to actually be beneficial to her because it's going to give her independence, and she's going to move around the house and end up not terrorizing me, but basically having me to start creating like spaces, child-friendly spaces where she can move around without mommy there. So if you have a business today and you're going through certain challenges, I just want you to understand that honestly, it's basic. That's what comes in life. That's what comes with business. If it were easy, everybody would be doing it. But the problem is that most people can't take it. You know, a lot of people, once it gets challenging, and not just the business, even in life, once people face challenges, they tend to switch off. They tend to give up on themselves. They tend to believe their negative beliefs. They tend to accept what other people prophesied or whatever other people predicted will happen. Because let's face it, when you want to do something, some people won't be in support of you. Some people will even go ahead to say, "Guy, just give up," or "Don't even bother," because they'll tell you you're a dreamer, or they might not even tell you anything. They'll just go behind you and they'll be laughing at you and say, "Is it that one? Just leave her," or "Just leave him. He doesn't even know what he's doing." Hi Shirley, thanks for joining me. Some people will come in your face and even laugh at you and tell you just go and sit down. But at the end of the day, you know, if you understand that whatever you're doing and you're passionate about it, if you understand that you're going to have initial challenges, if you understand that you need to overcome them, just like the baby, that I needed to let her face the pains of crawling on her, the discomfort of lying on her tummy in order to crawl and eventually walk by God's grace. You know, those are the stages you're going to also face in your business. And if you can overcome those stages, it's going to empower you. It's going to kind of like equip you so that when you face more challenges in future, because you will, it doesn't just end. You will be equipped. You know, you will be equipped to face whatever it is. And the only way you can do that, and I keep saying this, honestly, guys, I won't even get tired of saying it. If you get tired of hearing it, please, okay, you cannot watch, if you see me, don't watch my video. The only way you can equip yourself is by doing personal development. There is no other way. You have to feed your mind, because our minds can be very toxic. You know, we can be the biggest problem in achieving whatever we want to achieve. Our biggest problem can be us. Because if you do not make a conscious effort to shut down those negative talk when they come up in your head, you have to. It's not just like saying, okay, you have to make a conscious effort to actually do it. As I'm talking to you today, I have negative thoughts, but I'm doing my personal development, because when they come up, I shut them down. I don't give them room, because I am empowering myself on a daily basis not to give it room to even breathe in my life, you know. So that's what you have to do. You have to be extremely, very, very, very cautious about it. So basically, that's just a lesson that we can learn from babies. And if you've gotten any kind of value from this, feel free to share the video. If you have anything to say, just put it in the comment section, And again, you can always sign up for my newsletter whereby I give mindset tips and how to build your business tips. If you go to www.ifeanyimbagwu.com, jump on my newsletter and just send me an email, because I usually give, like, the first people coming on my email, I give them like a 30 minutes free business consultation and mindset consultation to find out where you are and what you exactly need in your business in order to move it forward. So it's kind of like free. So if that's something you're interested in, go to www.ifeanyimbagwu.com, hop on my newsletter and send me an email. I'll be there to answer. Thanks a lot for joining me, guys. Have an amazing day. Bye.